summits to pay attention to. The Jackson Hole Summit, that kicks off today. Anisha Jain is here to tell you what to watch out for, what are the key trends and signs that investors are looking for. Anisha, over to you.
Well, yes, the 45th iteration of the Jackson Hole Symposium will begin later today. It is going to be a three-day event where over 100 participants, right from central bankers, economists to big investors, will be participating, and they would be putting together the thinking caps to understand how to tame the global inflation, which is actually the worrying point across the globe. Remember, this is the first time that they will be holding a physical meeting after two virtual meetings that had happened, and it will be important because the Fed Chair Jerome Powell will speak on Friday, and the street would want to hear his comments regarding inflation, the trajectory of the rates going forward, as well as his comments regarding recession versus growth fears. Now, in terms of how the market is really anticipating this, for now we have seen that the Dow futures and the Dow is currently trading in the green. Yesterday we had seen an up move of around 60 points. The 10-year treasury yields have been hovering around 3.1 levels, and also if you look at the dollar index, that has been between 108 to 109 of late, and US VIX also has been a bit volatile but still tempered around the 23 mark. The theme of this year is quite interesting. It's reassessing constraints of the economy and policy. Now, it sounds very generic, but they are going to talk about the impact the pandemic has had on economies and the supply chain issues that have really emerged after that. But the most important thing, of course, will be inflation, because we have seen a big surge in inflation across the globe, which is now at multi-decade high levels, and also what to do about the policy responses to tame inflation, and concerns over fiscal sustainability is also important. The street would want to glean through his comments and understand first whether he's sounding more hawkish or more dovish. Secondly, we would want to see if there is any hint of slowdown in the pace of rate hikes, because the last two sessions we have seen an up move of around 75 basis points. Will it be 50 now is the key question really to track. Thirdly, we'll try and understand whether the comments regarding growth, recession, inflation, how the bankers are trying to walk this tightrope will be important as well. Whether there will be a hard landing or soft landing, whether US will head into a recession or not, and is the economy really prepared for something like that will be important. And lastly, and most importantly, will be the timeline of rate cuts going forward. Because yes, large part of street is already expecting the rate upcycle to continue, but will the rate cuts start in the middle of 2023 or end of 2023 is now what the economists are watching out for.
All right, thanks so much for that, Anisha.